should be up and running.
Yes, indeed.
Up
Yes,
and running.
indeed, man.
All right, man. We got a lot to talk about, man. Go ahead and kick it
Oh
off.
man,
Kick
hey,
it
kicking it
off.
off, kicking it off, kicking it off. So I'm gonna start off with the AFC Championship game. AFC Championship game. We had the Buffalo Bills against the Chiefs. You know, I guess I could say the Chiefs went on and ran away with that one. You know, and like we say, man, the Bills were who what they was who we thought they were, right?
Yeah, I mean they had me. They had me. You know, I was hooked on dancing
Yep.
and MC Hammer and playing loose, and
Yep.
they got me. They
Yep.
got me.
Yeah, and I
They
think
got me.
yeah, and I think a lot of people were, kind of pumped up to see, the Bills come back and come back how they used to be and all that good stuff, and see them go back to the Super Bowl. It's a feel good story, but at the end of the day, man, come on, man, that's the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes did what he did. He's pulling Houdini tricks. Throwing shovel passes underhand.
Is Patrick
Man,
Mahomes
listen.
really that good? Is he? Yeah, is
I
he
think
really that good?
I think people do not give Andy Reid enough credit. Andy Reid has taken care of some quarterbacks,
I
and
mean,
you talk a
taking
coach is
care
a
of
quarterback.
though. What you mean by
Listen,
taking care of the quarterback?
I'm talking about taking them to another level. Once you go to Andy Reid, he takes your game to another level. I mean, we could just, we could go on and we can Donovan McNabb, game was just come on. Donovan McNabb went to what?
He
4
was
NFC
solid.
title games,
He was
one
solid.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, he was solid.
Solid quarterback, solid quarterback. He even in conversations of, Hall of Fame type quarterback. You know what I'm saying, with his numbers and stuff like that. I think his numbers better than Troy Aikman as we speak. But Troy Aikman got those 3 rings, so
Right.
that's the big difference.
Oh,
So
yeah.
so you go with Donovan McNabb. We talk about Michael Vick. We talk about Kevin Cobb. You talk about
Big
what's old
Foles.
boy Nick Foles. Then when he left and went out there, Alex Smith,
Yeah, yeah.
Patrick Mahomes. Come on, man.
I mean, but
They gotta
are
give this
they
dude
just
credit,
good
man.
athletes? I mean, just good players that he happens to you know, to be able to coach.
I think that it's I think that what Andy Reid does is what it seems like to me, just naming all those quarterbacks. Andy Reid takes what you do well and he formulates the plan around you. It's not the Andy Reid system. It is my quarterback system, basically. So listen, I when you're an offensive mind like Andy Reid, he can take whatever skill that a quarterback has. So say for instance, back in the days, Donovan McNabb, scrambling quarterback, Michael Vick, about the same. But then when he grabbed, what's old boy at the Bears right now that we talked about? What?
Foles.
Yeah, when he grabbed Nick Foles, totally different, totally different. So you go from Michael Vick to Nick Foles, totally different scheme, but then it still worked. Now he can sit in the pocket, so and that's the same thing. He could make it happen. So then when he went out to the Chiefs, you go with Alex Smith. Alex Smith was known to be a conservative quarterback. Alex Smith, he ain't gonna do nothing stupid. You can always depend on him, and that was always a knock on Alex Smith. And then you brought him Mahomes, that's sort of like a gunslinger slash throwing the ball, all these, baseball player type, hey, I'm going to just make the play happen, whether I could throw it underhand, overhand, sidearm, whatever, out, he does all those things. So it's like, man, Andy Reid is one of those quarterbacks. He evolved, man. No matter what you give him, he's going to make his system work for what he has. And that's what I could definitely say. He brings out the best
I ain't really
in that.
paid too much attention to the Chiefs, in the last couple of years. I mean, I know who they are, and I know, they won the championship, and it's almost like they playing above their competition every week. You know what I mean? It's almost boring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
no drama
Yeah.
involved in the game.
Yeah, yeah.
and it's boring to me, watching
yeah,
it. I just
yeah.
I want to but I just can't get glued to Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Exactly. Because it's like it seems like they have no answer for Kelsey,
Hmm.
no answer for Hill.
Hmm.
Then all the rest of those guys just let get hold of you because you just don't have an answer for what they have. Like you can't put pressure on Mahomes because Mahomes steps up in the pocket, then he runs, and then he scrambles some more. He get to the sticks and
I
act
guess
like
the
he gonna
toe
run
was
in the stick.
okay.
Yeah,
The toe must have been all right yesterday.
yeah, man. So yeah, I just and I feel like how you felt, man. Just after that Tampa Bay game, it's just
Oh
like
yeah,
watching that
Tampa
game
game
was just like,
drained me. Yeah, yeah, and that
yeah, yeah.
Chiefs.
You watch, I watched
Chiefs
like the
gonna be
first, yeah,
tough, man. They gonna
yeah,
be tough. I tell you what, it's gonna be a matchup.
yeah,
I'm curious.
yeah, yeah.
Buffalo. It just go to show you what the division, what was in the
Thank you,
division,
thank you,
that AFC East.
thank you,
It wasn't just
thank you.
it wasn't right. It hadn't been
Yes,
right for a while.
thank you.
New England been running it.
Come on. And just like you say, how it looked boring. You remember when New England used to just run through the AFC
Oh
like
yeah,
that?
oh yeah,
Like no other teams were
oh yeah.
even actually on their level. Just what the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers was the only ones that give them a game. But you remember the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers end up meeting each other in the
Well,
playoffs and knocking each other
and
out.
they in the same division also.
Yeah, yeah.
So they
So
play each other twice a year.
thank you. So you
So
trying to
that
make it
third
between the
time,
yeah.
that team. You know that team.
Yeah, yep. And then what we used to hurt us is that they would knock each other out and all that stuff. So then by the time they play the Patriots just hurting. I mean,
Hmm.
or the Patriots fresh, and then the Baltimore Ravens or the Pittsburgh Steelers winner just beat up. People hurt and they trying to play. I mean Terrell Suggs out there with almost an arm cast on and all that.
Yeah,
And Bray
yeah.
Lewis them running around. Come
It
on,
meant
man.
something.
So
It meant
yeah.
something.
And then so they just fighting off of pride then. So then I just think that and then so the tables is turned, and then it shows Buffalo Bills are basically a product of a you in a division that has slipped big time. Yes,
It was a fast moving season for Buffalo.
yes,
They were in it looked like somewhere they had never been.
yes,
All those young players hadn't been winning like that. They Buffalo hadn't won in a while, and I guess it got real exciting to them.
yep,
But reality kicked in eventually.
yep,
They didn't
yeah,
get
man.
they didn't get the team prior to this game that they should have got. Should have
Yep,
should have had a game prior to this one that they
yep,
stepped in and won, and
yep.
it's crazy. I can't, like I say, I don't have an answer for Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes,
I'm hoping I've got an answer.
yep,
I'm hoping that I'm hoping.
yep, yeah. And I just think the Bills, man, just they there, but they not there. That just let you, just like we say, man, the Chiefs are just on a total another, just on a whole nother level, man. And the only teams that can compete with the Chiefs out of the AFC is the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers as far as defense, because that defense can match up. But the sad thing is that those are the only two teams that are going to give them a fight. And if those two teams never make it to the point of meeting them, you're
Right.
always going to have an AFC title game just like that you could just go to sleep after halftime. Because there is no doubt in anybody's mind that the Chiefs was going to win that game, even
Oh
when
no. Oh
Buffalo
no.
went up 9-0, off
Yeah.
the dude
Yeah.
fumble.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, fumble on the punt return. I'm like, man, get out of here.
Yeah.
Like,
That's nothing to be
yeah, them
right
cats.
home about. Yeah.
What? Them cats marched down the field so easily, 9-7. Marched down the field, 14-9.
Like
Oh,
it was practice.
like straight up. And the Bills kicking field
Scrimmage.
goals.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
let's get
yeah,
let's
man.
get ready for the Super Bowl. Let's practice for the Super Bowl. That's our
I
first
mean,
workout for the Super Bowl.
Tyreek Hill is basically just running around like on air, like he in practice, just like you say.
Yeah, he did just running by everybody. Like it's the varsity versus the JV.
Yep,
You know,
yep.
and he running around and
Like he
shifting.
got on the no hit jersey. You can't hit him.
I was like, man, this dude gone.
Damn 707. You know what I'm saying?
Boy,
You trying to just touch him so you can mark him down. Shit,
boy,
just yeah,
yeah,
man.
he was something else yesterday.
Yeah,
He was,
man.
they're good, man. They're good. It's
Yep,
gonna be,
yep,
ooh boy, they'll
yep.
be around for a while. Mahomes will be around for a while. He's
Oh
he's,
man,
he's
come
special.
on, man.
He's
That
special.
young cat, and so it goes back to we can't leave this by that game and talk about how easy it looked without giving Mahomes his credit. It looks that easy because
Right.
Mahomes is running around there and he's in a zone, man. And the sad thing is that is Mahomes really at his peak? Man, no. There's no way he at his can't
He
be.
ain't
Just
beat yet. No,
he ain't
no,
even peak yet. So
no.
man, this young
Unless he,
man, come on.
unless he a fast learner in a
Damn.
couple of years, and if we seen the best already,
That's what I'm
that ain't
saying.
enough.
Because he
You
done
know what
set
I
the
mean?
bar too high.
Yeah, yeah.
He
If
done set
that's
the bar
it,
too high.
you ain't did enough.
Because Mahomes, great as Tom Brady has been, as we say, Mahomes will be the quarterback that really challenge him because of how fast Mahomes is moving. He's moving at a rapid pace. Already, what, fourth year in the league? What, third year or fourth year?
Third year.
Third year in the
Third
league.
year. I think it's third year.
Third year in the league. Mahomes has a Super Bowl.
But
MVP.
he gonna
Going to the second Super Bowl in a row.
He gonna have to keep a team around him.
Got to. Yep.
He got to keep a team around him.
See, but I think that was so important for them to lock him up for that $400 million because now you could just play with that money. Mahomes could donate money here. He could donate money there. They signed him up for a long-term deal. Oh, what? Was it 10-year, 400 mil, something like that?
Big deal.
So, yeah. So now you can move money around. Hey, man, move 5 over here to him. Move 10 to him, coach. I'm good. I mean, come on. When you take 10 from 400 mil, come on. When you
But
take
you know
15,
what?
20.
You gotta acquire players somehow. So
You got to.
that general manager side has to do some work
Yes.
to
And-
not have to spend money
Yeah.
and acquire players
Yeah.
to keep him loaded. He gotta keep.
Got to.
They gotta stay loaded.
You
People
gotta.
like what's the guy's name? God, what's his name? Older guy. Oh, I'm talking about Le'Veon. I'm thinking about Le'Veon Bell. That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking about.
Yep.
Le'Veon, he didn't even play
Yes.
yesterday. Le'Veon
Didn't even play. Didn't
he
play.
got a young Edwards Hilaire.
It was hilarious. Yep. And Williams behind him.
Yeah, yeah.
You remember they had a running back that opted out this year because of COVID. The one that won the Super Bowl MVP last year, he opted out. He ain't played all season. So he gonna be back next year. Come on, man, because I think he had a younger.
Hopefully he'll be back next year.
Yeah. I mean, he had a child.
Yeah.
He's still up under contract. Got about $100,000 to stay home or whatever. Gave the rest of the money back to the organization basically. So, but at the end of the day, I mean, just like we say, the rich get richer and they just keep moving on or whatever. But that is important for him to keep riding on this roller coaster like that. They're gonna have to find a way to keep those guys. And then Patrick Mahomes is going to be the person that they look at because he's gonna know how important Kelsey and Hill and all those guys is. Matthew on the other side of the ball, D come on, all pro at safety. So listen, you got to pay those boys.
Right.
So you want to keep those numbers around so you can keep running this thing. I saw on their stadium they run it back,
Right.
run it back for another year and another year and another year. Like you say, you better. And what we talk about in the NFL, you better get it in while you can, because one game you mess around and get a knee injury, now you're out for the season. You get Achilles get torn.
O.J. Howard,
Yeah.
yeah.
You never know.
Man, OJ missed the whole season.
Oh my God. Wasn't that
Oh,
something?
see, I
Wasn't
ain't
that
gonna
something?
get, I ain't gonna get none
Wasn't
of
that
this,
something?
man. None of this.
Yep. Can't get none of it. Yep.
Speaking of OJ,
Yes.
talk about OJ and his boys from down south.
Yes.
You hear the noise? It's just me and the boys.
Yep.
That's Mr.
Yep.
Brady and his
Yep.
gang. Went on in the Green Bay and the Lambo and the frozen tundra and kind of worked it out. They worked it out, man. Hey, ooh, boy. It was lovely. It was lovely. I mean, the first half was lovely.
Yeah.
Brady had a terrible second half.
Oh man, he jumped
De-
out to that, and oh
defense,
my God, he threw
defense
three.
works again. Defense
Three
comes through again.
yeah, because he threw three bad picks.
Oh man,
Three bad picks.
and we was talking about them picks. When we talk about Jameis picks,
Yep, that's
do
it.
they mean anything? Well, your
Oh my
defense
God,
just held twice on them three picks, and so you won't
thank
get no points off of two of them turnovers.
you. Yes,
So, man, that's
yes,
it. That's it.
yes,
That's that defense
yes,
is up to the task.
yes. And I think too, when you're dealing with, far as when you're dealing with a young defense like that play off of, when you got young guys like that on the other side, they play off a lot of emotion.
Hmm.
So they pumped up and all that good stuff, and then they take on the challenge and whatever. And then one thing I could definitely say is that you didn't, even though he threw those picks, he didn't
Hmm.
keep them on the field too long. So when you got a defense like that, you keep them on the field too long. That's when the young cats get wore out.
Yeah.
But as long as
Yeah.
they able to go to that sideline and you make a mistake, but they've been on the sideline for a while, they caught that breath and anything like that, you good.
Oh yeah.
And I think that was that, yo.
And in this instance, this weekend, stay warm. You know.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
They
Because
sit over
then
there. They go sit over there. They need to be
thank you.
sitting by them heaters and under them
You know
jackets,
it.
and
Yep.
they staying warm. So
Exactly. Yep. Man, talk about like cats like talking about the defense. Pierre Paul with 2 sacks. Come on, man. Pierre Paul, man.
oh, he's a
Love it,
force.
man.
He's a force. I
Oh,
tell you
out
what.
there killing it. Out there killing it. Pierre
Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got Ndamukong Suh on that line. What's the other D tackle that just came back from injury?
Beta Bell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Beta Bell.
Yep. He back.
Yeah.
I
He
s-
looked good. Looked
what
good. Shaq
Shaquille
Barrett.
Barrett.
Shaq
Yep.
Barrett.
He had him
He
up.
was
Yep.
on yesterday.
He was
Shaq was.
on. And
Shaq
then
was
of course you got them dogs at linebacker.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yep. Yep.
Devin
Kevin
White.
White.
Man, listen. If they had a all playoff team,
Hmm.
Devin White starting linebacker.
Oh yeah, he definitely.
You starting out everything with him.
He
And
definitely
of course, yeah,
writing them the defensive books down there in town.
come on, man. He was 9-6, 9 solos, 6 assists yesterday.
Around the ball,
You
man.
know,
Around the
picked
ball.
up another
Always.
fumble. Yep,
Always around the ball. And that's it,
yep, yep.
Standing
So,
around watching the football, he's always around it.
yep.
Good
And then
stuff.
and then you just, I mean, just you talk about, and even the safety that got hurt in the game.
Winfield. Yeah.
Oh man, the safety. So
That's
Winfield
always
didn't
gotta
play, but the
kill you.
backup.
Right.
So and he was balling until he got hurt. When he hit the running back. You know what I'm saying, on that hit with his shoulder, he hurt his shoulder. But good thing is they got this week, and then they got next week. And stuff like that. So
They'll
and
get
I
the
think that
best-
was a good
best
thing.
treatment. They'll try to
Yeah,
get him back in and everything.
Yeah.
So one of the things I kind of think about when I think about that game, um, you got the goat. You got the goat,
Yep.
and you had the other goat. I guess you can call him a goat. I give Aaron Rodgers. I say the goat. Or whatever. I mean, whatever we want to call him. I don't know what you're gonna call
We
him.
could just we could just call him a future Hall of Famer. Let's
Okay.
just call it
Future
that.
Hall
'Cause
of
he ain't,
Fame.
he ain't no goat status no more.
Well, right.
It's over.
See, because I look at it like this. My take on everything yesterday. Tom had a bad second half.
Definitely.
Aaron didn't have a good game at all. Aaron made a couple boo boo head mistakes that I think
Yep.
cost his team yesterday. So
Yeah. A lot of pressure on him. He had that them D lineman was in his face.
people talk about. I hear them talking about LaFleur making a bad call and going for a field goal.
Yeah.
But you remember now, you play right before 4th and 9. You got a right side that
Wide open.
wide open, man.
Wide open.
And I'm thinking he gone. That's it. Oh,
I knew he was about to score. I said, oh, he's about to run for these sticks.
and then out of nowhere, man, throw it
He
right in the
tries.
cut,
Come on.
across his body in the coverage. And I'm saying, you
That was
just blew
terrible.
it. You just blew it, man.
Yep.
You just blew it. Now, which I'm thinking, you go get 4th down to go 9 yards, and they don't.
But supposedly, Aaron Rodgers said that today. He said that in that instance, I thought that I was going to get 4th
You
down.
don't get another chance, right?
Yeah, so he was like, basically, we could run it back, and then if they give me that running lane, I could take it on the second time. But at the end of the day, this isn't the last play. I'm gonna get another play because we down here at the damn goal line, and there's no way we're about to kick a field goal and then kick the ball back off the damn Tom Brady with 2 minutes left in the game. Not happening. We can't do something like that.
Do that sound kind of familiar? I mean, have we ever been there before, like deja vu somewhere? I mean, it seems like we've seen a play happen that cost a game, a big game once, and which leads me into my newest piece on here on the show. It's gonna be my conspiracy theory segment.
The conspiracy theory.
Walk right into this conspiracy segment.
Give it
boy
to us.
Stacey Charles want me to come up with some conspiracy theories like the one we did last week on the Marshawn Lynch 4th goal line play, and the quick slant, Seattle.
Yeah. Oh,
So
and that was the worst play ever.
So I'm looking at it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. So I'm looking at this play yesterday. And pretty much, dude made a mistake. Aaron Rodgers made a mistake.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers pretty much blew that. Almost like the Tom Brady game where, it's 3rd down, 4th down, blah, 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 whatever. So, he made a mistake. He got caught up in it. Brady beat him. Brady, outplayed him. He was smarter than him.
Mm-hmm.
He won the ball game. That's the big thing.
Mm-hmm.
So going back to the conspiracy theory, you remember last year in 2019, Tom Brady and the Patriot organization, Mr. Kraft and Mr. Belichick, and all, they kicked Tom Brady, trainer, out the locker room, and he couldn't come on the practice facility no more. The thing started going sour with Tom Brady. So he's like, I want out.
Yes.
I'm not hanging around no more. All right. We know where he is right now. We know what he did this year and everything. Look how that turned out. He still got another game to play before this storybook ending. We can shut the book on it. The end, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? So we don't know yet. But I'm looking at this thing. My conspiracy theory is that what if, when Green Bay drafted their quarterback of the future, Aaron Rodgers didn't like that too much.
Nah, he didn't like it at all.
It pissed him off. So
right,
he's like, I'm gonna play the whole season, and y'all calm down and all, all these little quotes or whatever, he go show him that he can still play this game, which he pretty much went on out this year and carried them to where they needed to be.
Yep, improved itself.
But we run into this situation that we get into with this play where we're gonna kick this field goal.
Yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers looking around like, well, damn, I might not see the football again. That might be my last pass in Green Bay. Who knows?
Yeah.
So, is the organization pushing? Was could that be a move to say, this how we go get rid of this guy, Aaron Rodgers?
By calling a play like that?
And move forward. We done pissed him off. We didn't have enough faith to put the ball in his hands on 4th down. Aaron already he started the year off after the draft, pissed off at the organization.
Yes.
So instead of us demoting Aaron Rodgers, the future Hall of Famer, as you called him, which he
Yep.
is,
Yeah. He
instead of
is.
instead of us, you know, defacing him or what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? His character, just
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
demeaning him or whatever by
Exactly. Yeah.
benching him for a rookie quarterback, the
Yeah.
future that you drafted, that you got to go
Yeah.
forward. Something when you gonna go forward with the dude?
Yeah.
You don't draft a quarterback in the first round in order to just sit him for 2 years behind
Mm-hmm.
a 20-year veteran. You,
Mm-hmm.
you made the move to go forward. So my thing now
Yep.
is that a way for him now saying these vacancies pop open? Aaron Rodgers might say, "Man, look at Deshaun Watson doing it. Trade me." And you don't think Aaron Rodgers could go anywhere he want to go right now?
Oh, definitely. He's
And
gonna be the first one off the board.
and what we looking like? Tom Brady did it.
Yeah.
So why Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers can't go spend a couple years in New York or Houston or Detroit? They go have a vacancy real soon.
The Colts.
Washington,
49ers.
Washington, 49. Well, I don't
He
know.
from the Bay Area.
Yeah, he from the Bay Area. Yeah. See, so I mean, like I say, or the Colts. So
Yep. You can go there. You can
is
go there
that
and
a
ball.
way? Is that a way for them to say, we done with you, Aaron Rodgers? I mean, did they dog Aaron Rodgers? Did they, what I mean? Aaron Rodgers didn't seem too happy. It almost seemed like after that press, when he was done that press. You see his press conference?
Oh yeah, I saw it. You can see his
He looked
demeanor.
very happy,
That
man.
demeanor.
He
Yeah,
looked
that
like he
demeanor.
was- So now I'm saying, I'm Aaron Rodgers. I wanna come play for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I want
The
to
Rams.
the Rams. Yeah, somebody, what I
The
mean? Aaron Rodgers,
Rams.
what, you gonna turn Aaron Rodgers down?
Yep.
And you ain't gonna
Yeah.
draft him as a backup. I mean, you're not gonna trade him, trade for him for as a backup. You gonna do just
Yeah.
what Tom Brady did. You gonna get
Yeah.
your contract with Aaron Rodgers.
Definitely.
'Cause Aaron Rodgers
Definitely.
may not have. I think he probably best staying where he is,
Yes.
but he ain't look too happy, man. So
Nah.
like I say, this is my conspiracy theory that I think they trying to force Aaron Rodgers
I can-
out of Green Bay.
I could take it.
By him saying, I'm
Yeah.
out of here.
And you know what? That's a man. Nothing surprises me about the NFL. First of all, because just like we say, man, we've seen some wild stuff happen in some of the biggest games, and we just like y'all get paid way too much money to make a mistake like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but us being in the military, like we understand how detrimental mistakes could be. We just like, hold up, nah, that you can't make mistakes like that at that level. So we know that people, yeah. So to look at it in that sense, I could definitely I could see definitely where you coming from. You because had Aaron Rodgers won that Super Bowl, or if he takes them to the Super Bowl, it is very hard for you to get everybody to rally around letting him go.
Oh yeah.
Prime
yeah.
example,
Oh,
yeah.
He
That's
buying
just like,
himself another year.
yeah.
He could
Like,
definitely buy
that's
himself another year. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not that's same thing with Tom Brady last year. If Tom Brady in 2019 takes the Patriots to the Super Bowl, Tom Brady is still playing with the Patriots this year. He definitely is, because your fan base and everybody will give you the business if you don't run it back. You know what I'm saying? They're like, man, we just went to the Super Bowl, or let alone go to the Super Bowl and win it, and now all of a sudden the organization want to move
I
on.
think they feeling like right now.
Oh,
You think they burn some jerseys?
what you talking about? If Green? Oh, you talking about the
I know
Patriots?
you think the Patriots. You think some Patriots fan done burn some number 12?
Man, listen, they don't want to burn number 12. They want to go. They want to fire Bill Belichick right now. That's what they want to do. I can tell you that right now. Because them Patriots fans, they love Tom Brady. Them 6 Super Bowls he won for them, they love every second of it, every minute. And now they watching the Tampa Bay
fans. Yeah,
Listen,
they Buck fans now.
Yep,
You know
exactly.
what I mean?
Exactly.
They probably cheer for the Bucks every weekend.
Thank you. They cheering for
cheer
Tom
their
Brady.
Patriots because it's
You
a
know.
different conference. You know what I mean? So it's like
They
me and my NFL and my AFC team. You know, I got a team
Come on.
in each one. So
Exactly. And you're gonna cheer them on. And that's what they doing. They cheering on Tom Brady. They ain't upset about that because they know what it was. You know, you said he was over the hill or whatever. He goes and reads up over here at Tampa with more talent.
goodness.
Take him
My
to a Super
goodness.
Bowl.
My
And just like
goodness.
we say, when he first got there, you're like, oh man, we calling each other like, oh shit, Tom Brady done came to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh shit, and we're like, man, he can't. Not this year. We'll
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah.
We'll
No,
at
next
least go
year.
to the
I
playoffs.
remember that next year.
Yeah,
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 we'll
yeah.
at least go to the
We'll,
playoffs. But
we'll
win
finish
a
better than
game.
seven and
Thank you.
nine.
Yeah, yeah. But man, come on, man, to go to the Super Bowl. And then one thing about the Super Bowl is that once you go to the bowl, baby, anything happen.
Mm-hmm.
This is the game where anything happen. Where the Denver Broncos is favorite to beat the Seattle Seahawks, and the Seattle Seahawks just run through them. You know what I'm saying? That first Super Bowl. Just Cam Newton comes with the Carolina Panthers on fire, and then Von Miller them just give him the business all night.
Scare him to death.
Come on. And all of a sudden your receivers can't catch a pass. They dropping this and dropping like what the come on, man. Just anything happens in the Super Bowl. Because guys play out of their mind. Guys show up, just like we talk about these young boys from the Bucks, man. This defense on fire. Now, just think about how they're going to be Super Bowl Sunday. Man, these boys going to be flying around. This is the biggest game of their life, man. This is what them cats dream of, man.
How you think Jameis feel, man?
Oh,
How you think Jameis feel, man? He could have just stayed around and just, held the clipboard, followed, left it around, and sat down with the computer for Tom when it was, when he needed to see it.
And the sad thing is, me and you just had that conversation earlier about, this week. I guess it was this weekend when we was talking about. I wish Jameis would have had the opportunity to be able to come in as a backup and sit, but I think that,
he gonna be all right where he is.
Yeah,
He's in. I think they gonna hang on to him over there. Now.
Yeah, definitely. Breeze leaving. He's the only fluid quarterback. The other guys, scrambling quarterback, stuff like that. Still got to get his feet right or whatever. So we still got to get that. But yeah, man. But other than that, we good.
I know we talking Tom Brady and them, and we ain't talked about Mike Evans and Godwin and all the boys.
Yep.
Gronk grumbled a little bit yesterday on one kick, and looked real good doing what he's supposed to do. But I told you I was gonna go over them picks from Jameis. While I was speaking about Jameis, I told you I was gonna go over them picks, man. Did you look at them?
No, I didn't.
You didn't look at the pick, man. Come on.
I did.
Hold on. Let me tell you one thing. I went and looked at 30 interceptions that he threw. It was a video with all 30 of his interceptions. So I'm watching them like I'm watching film. I'm watching the receiver click, 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 click. Man, let me tell you something. Jameis threw 9 pick sixes last year. Out of the 30, 9 of them was pick sixes, bro.
Hey, you know what, Sergeant Major? Now I'm gonna throw you.
Look, do you see him?
Look
at the note. Look at the note.
Hey, so check this out, Sergeant Major. Out of those 9 pick sixes that he threw,
hold up.
Which one of those? Yeah, just Lord, go on. You know what, Sergeant Major? First of all, before you go on, we were trying to give we want to give Jameis Winston the benefit of the doubt.
We're trying to make him start again.
Thank you. We trying to make you start again. We try to give you a reason for why Jameis Winston is a good starter in the NFL. Yeah. Eating W's. I'm eating W's. Yeah. We trying to give. So first of all,
that's what we wanted.
We did not come. Sergeant Major did not come into this trying to dog Jameis Winston. We were upset that Jameis Winston, left the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We were happy Tom Brady came in, but we were upset that Jameis Winston left. We was like, man, this is a perfect opportunity for Jameis Winston to sit, learn up under him. So we were totally upset. But then when he went to the New Orleans Saints, we was like, oh, that's a good, that's a good deal or whatever for him or whatever.
Bro.
But we was just, when the 30 picks and all that, everybody talk about the picks. We was like, man, but let's just see how many of those picks was actually his fault. Yeah.
2 picks he had, 2 pick sixes. They were both against San Francisco. The first 2 was against San Francisco in the same game.
Jesus. What was the score to that game?
I don't even know what it was, but I know he gave up 12 on that one himself. So
got you.
Whatever.
Okay.
He had one against the Ram, a pick six against the Ram. Then he had no more until the seventeenth pick. So he went from the fifth pick to the 17th pick without a pick six.
Got you.
He threw one, two, three, four, five against Carolina in a game. In that game,
Jesus.
he threw 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 against Carolina in
Okay.
one game.
Okay. So so while you go over that, I'm gonna go over the score to the game. The 49ers. Go back. You said the 49ers.
Yeah,
He threw two picks.
six.
Hold up.
Two
The
picks,
four,
and both of them were pick sixes.
wow. So in Sergeant Major, they lost that game
By about
31 to
5
17.
points. Oh, okay.
31 to 17. Those two picks
Right.
basically determined the game.
Okay.
They lost that game because of his pick sixes. That's the first game of the season. Okay,
He had
go
one,
on.
He had one against the Giants.
Okay,
Yeah.
what about you said the Panthers?
He had a pick six against the Rams. The
The
fifth one,
Panthers.
no, the fifth one was against the Rams. It was before the Panthers.
Okay, so the first game of the season was against the 49ers. He threw two pick sixes.
And then
The
the New
second
York
game of the
Giants.
season, okay,
Right.
the New York Giants.
He didn't throw another pick to the New York Giants game.
Okay, so he threw a pick. New York Giants. How many? Just one?
Yep.
Oh, and they lost that game by 1 point.
Yep.
They lost that
And
game by
was,
1.
that was an overthrow. He overthrew. I even marked. It was OT overthrow.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn. Okay.
He had a pick six. The next one was a pick six against the Rams.
The Rams. Just one pick six.
Yep. It was an overthrow.
Got it. And he didn't throw no other picks, just that one pick six.
That one pick. Yep. Pick
Okay.
six.
And they won that game. They won that game 55 to 40.
All right. Next game, Carolina. He threw 5. He threw
Jesus.
a pick. One was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Another pick. Another pick. Another pick. So
Damn.
5 picks.
He threw 5 picks against the Carolina Panthers, Sergeant Major. Guess what the score of the game? The score of the game was 37-26. 37 to 26.
Yeah,
He
really
lost that game by 11 points.
They done won the conference already.
Thank you.
Couple games.
Lord.
Let me see. The next one, they played Tennessee. He threw 2 picks. Number 11
Two.
and number 12. Right. Overthrow.
Bam.
2 picks.
Okay, so
Tennessee.
and they lost that game 23 to 27.
The next one was the Arizona Cardinals.
Yes.
He had an underthrow and a tip. He threw 2 in that game.
They lost by 3 points. No, I'm sorry. Buccaneers won that game.
Okay.
They won by 3 points. They won by 3.
Next one is New Orleans. He had 1, 2. He threw 4 against New Orleans. One was a pick six.
Dang. So he gave up points.
He had a drop pick. Receiver dropped it, and they picked it. He had an underthrow, another underthrow, and another under. So he underthrew 3, and then had a drop one that came off the receiver.
And they lost 34 to 17.
That was 4 picks. Four picks. Okay.
4 picks.
The next one was Atlanta. 2 picks. He had a tip and an underthrow. 2 in
Got it.
Atlanta.
They won 35-22.
Next one, he threw 3 in Indy. 1 was a pick six.
He made the game close. They won 38 to 35.
The next one was Detroit. He threw 1.
Okay, they won 38 to 17.
The next game was Houston. He threw 4, 2 pick sixes.
Hey, and guess what? Guess what?
They won.
They lost the game
okay.
23 to 20.
Oh my God.
23 to 20 off of his 2 picks. He gave up points.
And the last
So that means
2,
his defense
number-
was playing a hell of a game.
number 29 and 30 was against
Jeez.
Atlanta, and 1 was a pick six.
And they ended up losing the game 22 to 28.
Oh my God.
Hey, you know what, Sergeant Major? You're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to do that no more.
Yeah,
Because, man, you just
I gotta
you
tear this up and throw
yeah,
it.
yeah. Oh my God!
Man
Hey,
down in New Orleans, name what the coach Sean Payton. I can't ever see this.
oh my God! You need to ask YouTube. Hey, so
He know.
Hell
He know
yeah.
what Jameis did. They probably did break it down like that. But
yeah, you know they did. You
No.
know they did.
2 and 3.
You know they did.
He threw 9
That's why it was.
places. What
That's
the game that he had? 2 in that game. Good God, I mean, they go 1 in
Lord
that
have
game,
mercy.
2 in the Houston game. Oh, no, you can't put that man back behind him.
And you know what? You know what? Not. Now, this is what we go back to. First of all, this is why it was detrimental for Sean Payton to bring in Jameis Winston this year, so his ass could sit and watch Drew Brees do something. So he like, I know you're a good quarterback. I just need you to sit to learn how not to fucking throw the ball all over the field. Second, this is what we talked about. You remember when we talked about, you was like, well, when Tom Brady came in, you know what I'm saying, was they trying to sell tickets or was they trying to win the Super Bowl? When Tom Brady looked at the tape of this team,
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady looked at that shit and was like, this is a damn Super Bowl team.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about a guy that's been with the Patriots for what?
Before.
All those years?
Right.
Come on, won 6 Super Bowls. He looking through all those years he played at the Patriots. And he probably was looking like, damn, look at this roster. He turning on the tape. He's sitting like, man, he probably calling his agent.
He done played against them. He know what them defenses did to him, kept him on the run.
Come on. So you know he talking to his agent like, bruh, man, he talking to his agent like, hey man, get them on the phone. Yep. Tampa? Hell yeah, put Tampa on the phone. I've been looking at film all night and oh my man, this is a damn Super Bowl team. Like, are you serious? Hell yeah.
Ain't no state tax there neither.
Hell yeah, I moved to Tampa. What? The weather what? In January is what? What? 70 degrees? Okay. Yeah, I'm coming.
Florida enough. You don't think Tom Brady been to Miami enough?
Oh, of course. He probably already had a place there.
Yeah, he got him a crib.
You already know, man. You already know, man.
You know, wife probably got something down there too.
Shit, you saw when he first came down here over the summer, man. He was already working out at the little Berkeley Prep, the little private school there. His little organized, practices.
They said Cameron Brake said he couldn't sleep the night before trying to go work out at the high school with Tom Brady. He's like, man, I'll drop a pass, man. He go get it in my butt, man. About it, it's like,
tell your ass to go home. Don't come back.
Like,
don't come back tomorrow.
They never heard of you.
Come back tomorrow with a cooler full of Gatorades. That's what you do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, he got to show some love to his boy Scotty Miller.
Scotty boy. See, but Scott, man, listen. Man, hey, Scotty Miller, and why you mess around, man? Scotty Miller ain't a dude. I don't want cats to sit around here and act like Scotty Miller is a dude that ain't got no talent. First of all, Scotty Miller fast as hell. Scotty Miller out there running about a 4.40 easy. You know what I'm saying? And that's a 4.40 like lightning with his little ass. So don't get that shit. I want these cats to understand. Scotty Miller ain't no mug. Yeah,
he get it like Cheetah now.
Hell yeah, that he fast as hell now.
Like Cheetah, yeah.
Exactly, but cats looking at him, little short white boy. Oh man, ain't nobody worried about him.
And what he done did is ran a sweet route.
Thank you.
He done ran a sweet route and done turned your heel because you done got lazy.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
You done got lazy and looked around.
Thank you.
Oof.
He was gone. He bent that cone on your ass. And then by that time, he already full speed, 10 yards up, and then your ass turning them hips, it's over. It's over. And you watching him catch the ball, and I saw a boy go to the sideline yesterday, and he looking like, oh man, I'm looking at you like, yeah, your ass. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be dropped back in that cover 3. You should have got your ass back there. Scotty Miller ran by you. He bent that corner.
Did you see Godwin drop that one ball and come back the next ball and make that circus catch though, man?
Come on, bro.
I mean, what do you think? What do you think? Old man had to say to him in the huddle. He probably tapped him on the head like, all right, I'm finna come right back to you.
I'm coming back to you. Let's go. Make a play.
Don't drop this one.
Exactly.
No, you won't get another one today if you drop the next one.
And that goes to the
bad pass, actually. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, it was a bad pass.
He actually bailed them out.
Thank you. Thank you. Because when you watch that replay, Godwin positioned himself. He positioned himself by that safety, so then the safety couldn't go get the pick. And then the only person, either he was going to drop the ball and it was going to be an incompletion, or he was going to catch it. The safety didn't have a chance to get his foot right.
He had a turn that was running with him because Godwin was finna blow by him.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He turned around. His back was at the ball, and then by the time he turned around and saw the ball, he couldn't come back.
He couldn't.
Hard enough. And that was it. I'm surprised he hung on to that ball, man. After
Yep.
he bobbled it
Yeah.
way
And then
down
caught it.
and then caught it. And I was like, you got a good hand. It's amazing how good his hands are to see him drop some of the pass. A lot of passes, though, I think Tom put a little extra on them.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that a couple of times too. He rushing in the pocket
Yeah.
and getting that oomph on it, just a little bit
Yeah.
more oomph than he needed for for an
Yeah.
8-yard pass. And
Exactly.
8 yards for a 6'6" guy. He might be a beanpole, but let me tell you
Yeah.
what, I saw him throw a few balls yesterday that he still got a little zip on the
Oh,
football.
what?
On
Plenty.
short range,
Plenty.
1st and 10, 10-yard pass, he gonna put some
Yeah.
zip on it. I was
Well,
at Nova
oh, come
University.
on now.
I was at
I know you
Nova
about to talk
University
about the.
at the time,
Yeah, you
and
talking about the other goat.
I'm watching Mr. Marino out there throwing one game. I mean, one
Thank
practice, breaking fingers.
you. Yep.
Them jokers, Clayton duping them, man. Won't even catch the ball. Dan throw too hard. They had to tell Dan, look, man, take a little off of it. You breaking fingers. Throw the
Got to be
ball.
taped up. Got to be taped. Got to have them fingers taped up, boy, to keep them in place.
Hey,
Dan was known for that.
Real quick. I'm gonna jump in. I know we're gonna finish up on this Buck thing, but dude, I just me, I love these stats thing. I love to quiz you about these stats, man, to see if you know who who this is. I got another good a gem that I ran into today, and I need you to tell me who this person is that he held all these receivers. I'm getting ready to read you to under 35 yards 1 year. Andre Johnson. He held Andre Johnson to under 35 yards in a game.
Okay.
All these guys in the same year. Randy Moss. Marcus Colson. Terrell Owens twice. Torrey Hope.
When Terrell Owens played with who?
I don't know who it was.
Okay.
When the stat was Terrell Owens twice, just 2 times.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Steve Smith.
Okay.
Reggie Wayne. Chad Ochocinco. And he held Megatron to 12 yards in a game.
Damn.
Who is that mystery player?
Darrell Revis.
Ding 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 ding.
Okay, that's hard to say because when you started yelling out all that, you started already eliminating cats. So I was like, nah, it can't be this dude. Can't be this dude.
And the reason I did that, when I'm saying to myself, we talk about Scotty Miller and we talk about all these all these Richard Sherman and we ain't got these names at these corners. Ain't no Jalen Ramses out there.
Nah.
Antoine Winfield. He a rookie.
Yeah.
So he ain't through a full season yet. You probably I don't know. He may pull off the defensive rookie of the year.
Yep.
He just might.
Yep.
But we not seeing these corners, man. Like Darrell Revis. That's that shutdown corner right there. Any of them guys playing against Darrell Revis or Jalen or Deion Sanders.
Yep.
Well, you got Mike Evans don't have no catches on the day. Or Scotty Miller don't get loose and make no catches on the day. I mean, we ain't got these guys no more. They there, but Darrell Revis, the whole guys to 35, less than 35 yards. These guys I just named.
Yeah.
And that's what I was looking at yesterday in the games. Looking at these corners. What was the corner? There was a corner it was a Tampa game.
Yeah.
That got scorched back there with Green Bay.
Ooh, when he got beat beat on that one play, that first touchdown.
Look at him, and then he got beat again.
Oh yeah. Cat from Green Bay. Yeah, he was getting handled.
Yeah, so he got, but you don't see that shutdown, and that's why a lot of them guys can run free, like the first Green Bay touchdown.
Yes.
Just I don't know, good move or poor defensive play, but nobody's shutting down corners in these playoffs. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen nobody get shut down.
Yes.
It was some bad quarterback play.
Yeah.
Some low numbers, ain't nobody throwing for 5, 6, well, other than that boy from Washington. I mean, he threw the ball pretty well against us that first game.
Exactly.
But
But yeah, and
yeah,
and and, and I definitely and see and that's why cats like Jalen Ramsey
mm,
is so special. When you got cats like Jalen Ramsey, Marcus Peters, you know what I'm saying? You still got when you got guys like that can shut people down and they move around from one side to the other. It, and that's why those guys are all pros every year. That's why those guys are who they are. Like when you got Tyrone Matthew over there with the Chiefs at safety.
mm,
He coming down in the box and he blitzing, and then
boy, I
then
love
he out there, what I'm saying, picking off people, picking off passes, and he laying the, what I'm saying, making crisp tackles,
right.
textbook tackles, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So guys like that, man, you don't find them all the time. It's a lot of DBs in the league, but then when you talk about elite DBs, then you start, naming it's names that you name, and then that's just elite. And then everybody else is just okay. Yeah, you'll start in the league. You ball, but it's different. Yeah,
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 there
you
are a
right.
few of them out there that can they play pretty good defense, but I don't know majority. Joe Hayden.
Yep. Still
Uh,
doing it at Pittsburgh.
yeah. So you
Yep.
got guys out there. They can play. They still playing that corner position. Uh, Even Ramsey. Ramsey is a
Yep.
physical guy, and
Yes.
that Dion ain't wasn't nothing physical about Dion.
Mm-mm.
I
Mm-mm.
mean, it was all speed
Yep.
and deception with Dion.
Mm-hmm.
He knew how you was gonna get tackled. He's going
Yep.
around the shoestrings.
Yep.
He's gonna grab you and sling you down,
Yep.
but he wasn't gonna hit you very hard. Now
Nah,
you got
Dion.
guys like Ramsey, and you remember Xavier Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, those kind of guys that they stick to you like glue.
Exactly.
You don't see them a lot anymore. The older guy, like you said, Marcus Peters, a lot of them guys they leave in the game now. They leave
Yeah.
in the game, and that
Yep.
yeah, these quarterbacks throwing for these big, all these yards and stuff. It's pretty obvious what that a lot of it's it ain't the quarterback.
Yeah. And I
And
think
they
another thing too, they're trying to go bigger. Everybody want the big cornerbacks or whatever because you wanna find a 6 foot Jalen Ramsey that's 180 and it can run like the lightning, but it's
Where the
hard to
receivers
find.
getting bigger.
Exactly, and then
You
it's
you,
hard.
you you running with your dang what's the boy over there at Seattle?
DK Metcalf.
Yeah, like DK or the boy in Tennessee, Brown in
Yep.
Tennessee.
Yep.
Why would you want a 5'10", 180 pound corner out there trying to
Yep.
do something
And I
with
don't
him?
and I don't care how fast the cornerback is. He could be a corner. Oh, he run a 4.240. That 4.240 don't mean nothing when you lined up on DK and he throw your ass out the way.
Yeah, came
Just
you came alter his route. You ain't
come
strong
on.
enough to even alter the route.
Thank you. And then when he do catch the ball on you, you run him down, but he stiff arm you that you can't even make the tackle.
And he probably run a faster 40 than you.
Exactly. Because he's stretching out them legs and your 5'9" legs and his legs.
Catch up mode
Nah.
the whole time.
Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, it's and that's what it turns into. That's why you see a lot of those hybrid players. Like you got what's old boy that came out of Clemson last year. He balling at Arizona, so they had him playing a little outside linebacker and safety also.
I know that. I don't know
Clemson
who
guy.
that cat is.
Clemson.
I ain't no big
Yeah,
Clemson
that man
guy.
went first round. You went first round, son Major.
Follow Clemson, man. I don't ACC. I don't follow ACC football.
Oh, come on now, man.
ACC fake football, man.
Come on now. You
know
gotta
the
get
you know the SEC. But I got no Clemson. Shit, ain't nobody who they playing. NC State,
Listen,
Miami.
Isaiah Simmons. You remember
Oh, okay.
Isaiah Simmons?
Yeah. I know Isaiah.
Yeah, the cat that they used to bring off the edge and put that linebacker. Then he'll go out there and say,
What kind of season he had this year?
"Oh man, he had a
good
pretty good season." Let me look him up. I'm gonna look him up this year. Stats this season. See how he looked. Man. Here we go. Isaiah Simmons, 6'4", 238.
Wow.
Running a 4.40 at 238. No, I'm sorry, he ran a 4.3, didn't he? Didn't he go to the combine and run a 4.3? Yeah. He ran a 4.3. Okay, so he played in all 17 games. He balled in.
Who he played with?
Arizona Cardinals.
Okay. He out there, AZ. All
Yeah, he ended the season. What 7? What he started 7 games. Shoot. Forced fumble 1, had 1 interception. Tackles. Dang. See, they just going by games. They just going by games. So he what? 3 tackles. Dang. His biggest game of the season came against Seattle. He had 10 tackles.
Dang, wow.
2 tackles for a loss. He caught 1 pick. 1 pass defended for the season. I'm sorry, two pass deflections for the season. Yeah, that was it. He had a all right season. He started 7 games, so he started the whole season.
Was down this year anyway.
Yeah,
They were down as a whole this year. They didn't fare very well like they did last year.
Yeah. I mean, so young cat, still had to get his, got his feet wet a little bit, and got it going a little bit for him. So yeah, that's it, man. So, but yeah, cats like that. So they looking for those, those hybrid players like that now. That can that's big, still could come up and make a tackle. You can bring them off the edge, and they can still cover,
Right.
and all that stuff. So yeah, they looking for that type of thing. So yeah. But yeah, just like you say, man, the cornerback game has definitely changed than what it used to be. And then Darrell, going back to the Patriots, getting people cheap. You remember Darrell Reeves won him a Super Bowl with the Patriots because they had Darrell Reeves on one side, and I want to say they had who they had on the other side. Was it Butler still during that time? When they had yeah, but I don't know. But I know
I can't remember who it was.
I can't remember who it was, but that's when they had Eric Blunt back there.
Yeah, you know how it was with them Patriots.
Yep.
Boy. You have a different team next week.
Exactly.
Yeah, them jokers do, boy. I gotta get through this game, but we gonna need you for this game. We gonna pay you 1 game. That's how the Patriots did, jokers.
Come on, man, and that's how they
did.
did.
Running back, they go get them a running back.
That's it.
After that game, they release him.
They done. You or you good for one season.
That's on that bench the rest of the year. We just need you to get us through the Pittsburgh game.
That's all I need you to do, and they got it.
Yep. So
that's it, man.
That's how it works.
So yeah,
I think they go. I think the Bucs gonna be all right in this Super Bowl. It's gonna be a very competitive game. They gonna give them a run for the money. I tell you, it's gonna be a pretty evenly matched game. The defense is gonna be able to match up with each other pretty well.
Yep.
The less mistakes, man. It's I ain't gonna say it's the wily veteran go teach the young man nothing, because he don't need to teach him nothing. It ain't nobody can't teach Mahomes nothing.
Nah, man, that dude,
he got it made. He's got it made. So he's a competitor. Less mistakes. It's gonna be the less mistakes who go play the best, who ever play the best that day. 3 interceptions ain't gonna get it. I can tell you right now.
Nah, you throw 3 picks this game. This game is gonna get out of hand quick.
And that defense can't leave them on the field very long.
Yeah, because they can't run around like that.
Yeah. And you don't want to keep playing catch up either. Not with them guys.
And I say, if it's any defense that's athletic enough to kind of keep up with the Chiefs, it will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. Yeah. And only because I say this. They got linebackers that can cover. They got a good D line that's gonna put pressure on Mahomes or whatever. And we know how he pull his Houdini tricks, so that ain't a good thing that you put pressure on him. You still you got to worry about them receivers that get behind them cornerbacks and then get lost, because they know the scramble drill. They run the scramble drill like a damn, like to perfection. So they know just how to find. He's scrambling. Okay, and they know how to get lost real quick.
Well, so I look at it like this. We've been talking all season about home field advantage being taken away because of crowd noise and all that stuff being taken away. But when you go get 20,000 people in your 22,000 in your home stadium, them your fans. I don't care if they Chief fans or whatever. That's screaming. You finna get the real effect of the Super Bowl.
Yes.
At your home stadium. If home field advantage came anywhere this year in a game,
definitely working.
They go get it that
I agree.
weekend in Tampa. And I think
I agree.
being said, it's gonna be the deciding factor in them winning that game. They getting ready to go home to play in the Super Bowl, home field, and fire them cannons. Boom,
Come
boom, boom. You know, I saw something the other day. They said the cannon dude is gonna be at the game. If the Bucks wasn't gonna be there, he was still gonna fire the cannons for both teams. But to
on.
hit, your cannons, do 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 do, to go off that, you wasn't gonna get that in Indianapolis or you know what I mean, or Palo Alto somewhere, you know what I mean, L.A. or Vegas.
Yeah, that's big.
That's them your cannons. You go hear your cannons in your stadium. So you looking at all them fans like these are our fans.
What's
These are 2,200. I'm pretty sure 1,100 go
yeah,
to the Bucks, and then the 7,500 free healthcare workers
yep.
from that area.
Come on,
7,500 of them gonna be
Bucks fans,
Buck fans.
Bucks fans,
So
and
if
I
anytime there was a home field advantage, this is
yeah,
gonna be the game that is gonna matter the most.
yeah.
You know,
And I caveat off that what you're saying because the thing is that even the whole city gonna be lit for the whole
oh
week.
man, come on, you got
Think
to walk
about
around that all
thank
week for
you,
2 weeks. Everywhere you
thank
go, man,
you.
you go get your Starbucks in the morning. Hey, good morning, Mr. Brady.
Yeah,
Hey
man.
man, dude, you rock, baby.
Come
Yeah,
on,
And I'm like,
man. Ain't no staying no
I've lived
hotel.
it, man. I've lived it in Tampa.
Come on,
I
you ain't
went
gotta
through it
stay.
from the start, and in '01, that '01 season, man, beating Philly, we going to the Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl
It was
finally make it.
crazy, man. It was
Finally
crazy.
make
It was crazy. I told you I listened to a song from Tampa Tony. Welcome to
it. Yeah.
Tampa. They played it all day. The only song on the radio. I think it was a Friday before the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They would play that song. The next song would be that song. The next song would be that song. They just put it on continuous rotation, and it played for 24 hours. And
Wow.
that's what dude, it was crazy. It was crazy. It was just Tampa was going to. I mean, I can't believe that Tom Brady came in and delivered a Super Bowl to these guys. And I know it's a team
One
effort.
seat.
I know it's a team effort, and we Tom Brady, Tom Brady. No, but y'all brought Tom Brady in to get to it. You already said it. They brought him in to get them to a Super
That's what they
Bowl.
did. That's what they did. They did that.
Man,
And just like you say, Tom Brady looked at this roster and was like, "Man, this is a Super Bowl roster."
that's the
And
amazing.
I bet you, Cats was just like, "Man, get out of here." He was like, "Watch." He said, "Watch, I show you." All they
Hey, even
needed was
even to go get Gronk. What do you think
yep.
he said? Ring, ring, ring. Hey man, what's going on?
Just
Hey
come out
man,
here, come out here and see,
come on to Florida, man. Let's go.
come out here and see.
I already talked to the Glazers, and they're gonna sign you, man.
Oh
Come on,
man,
I took a cut for you, and come on in here,
exactly.
and let's do it like we used to do it.
Yeah, and just think
All right.
about Grunt. Grunt probably looking at Tom like, "Man, I ain't coming. Man, I'm so damn beat up." He like, "Nah, man, just come out here and come out here and see. I just want you
Bro,
to see what we got out here.
hey,
This is different, bro. Come check it out.
Antonio Brown,
Come on, man. Listen,
Le'Veon Bell, they both playing the Super Bowls.
Super Bowls, and you know the messed
They
up part
both
about
playing the
that.
Super Bowls.
The terrible part about that is that had those two players still been playing with Pittsburgh,
Hmm.
Pittsburgh possibly you possibly don't even see the Patrick Mahomes show like it is now because Pittsburgh will have one of those Super Bowls.
Hmm.
Pittsburgh would have definitely won a Super Bowl in the past. In the past 3 years,
Right.
Pittsburgh should have had at least one of those Super Bowls.
Hmm. At least been to one.
Come on now, because especially how that defense read up.
At
You
least
remember the
been.
defense? You remember all them cats, Ryan Clark and all them dudes left and they got
Hmm.
old and shit like that,
Hmm.
and then they had to they was looking terrible on defense, but the
Right.
offense was still balling.
Right.
Then
Right.
all of a sudden, you went and got Devin Bush. You went and got Fitzpatrick. Oh man.
Hmm.
Then coming back, you went and traded for Joe Hayden. Then all of a sudden, the defense came back. But guess what? The offense was going in.
Yep.
The offense
Yep.
was going. Then
That was
Ben
hard.
just out there. Ben out there. He got old, and he ain't had no weapons. Juju Smith out there by himself can't do it. It ain't gonna happen. You know, so yeah, man. AB was something special, you know, and the Patriot fans definitely miss him. You know, Le'Veon Bell, you know, they definitely miss him and all that, man. I just think that they had something special at Pittsburgh, man. And then for them to think that they can just re-up and do that, I think that hindsight, they looking at it now like, damn, you know what I'm saying? We really messed that up. And that just goes to show you how the NFL
I
go,
don't
man.
think they're looking at it that way. I really don't
You don't think the
believe it.
Pittsburgh Steelers look at it that way?
I think once they were done with the problem, they were done with the problem, and they thought they can get another. They thought they can get somebody else on the cheap
Yeah. See, but that's what I mean.
because it's teams that have won games with less talent on the cheap. We already done talked about who it is.
Yeah,
But come on now, that I'm gonna say that word that we said didn't exist. That Patriot way.
yeah,
A lot of people tried to do that crap.
but you
A
can't
lot
do
of
it.
people tried to do it and just didn't know how to make it. For one, it started at the top. It started with, not that Pittsburgh ain't that kind of organization that's, that's into their players, but you got a coach in Pittsburgh that I ain't gonna say he playing for his life. I mean, he coaching for his life every game, but he a black coach in the NFL. He
And
is
it's like,
coaching for his life.
yeah, it's like every damn
He
season,
is
is
coaching for his life.
and
It's
all
like
he do is win.
Mike Tomlin turned the corner one time the wrong way, and he out of there.
Yeah,
The good thing, the lucky thing for him is they've been winning.
yeah,
He ain't the winning season. They ain't been in playoffs or Super Bowls,
oh
but
yeah,
he had winning seasons.
exactly.
A lot of coaches don't get fired for having winning seasons. They get fired for having losing seasons.
Exactly.
So his players underachieving with the crap that he was dealt. He's achieved.
Yeah,
He's
definitely.
achieved with what he's been dealt. The hand he was dealt when Le'Veon left and Ben got hurt
And AB left.
was gone.
Yeah,
That hand got him in the preseason.
yeah,
So, and then he ended up having a winning season.
yeah.
So,
And then now, I just feel for Tomlin, man, because just like you say, man, he's a great coach, one of the best coaches in the NFL. You know, his longevity, his track record, over 10 years winning, got a Super Bowl or whatever. Went to another one, lost to Green Bay when Aaron Rodgers won his only Super Bowl or whatever. So, and then we go to this, man. It's like, and now you at a pivotal point because you've rebuilt the team. You've rebuilt the team. The team is back. But now you just got one last thing that you got to take care of. And just like we say, you ain't never draft for no damn quarterback.
and you should have long
All
time.
these, come on.
All the quarterbacks
All
that
these
went through there. I mean, that went through the draft or free agency or something.
Yep.
Man.
Never. And you know one thing that's pivotal when Mike Tomlin said this year. You remember when he was talking to old boy from the Redskins. What's
Chase Young.
Yeah, Chase Young. He say, on the sideline, he say, man, listen, damn, man, you look damn good out here. But I tell you what, I'm glad our team ain't that bad that we have to draft something like you.
Yeah,
because you special, you know what I'm saying. But I'm glad we ain't that bad that we got to draft something like you.
Right.
And he basically saying it like, and I think that's another thing that's been since Mike Tomlin has always been winning. He's never lost to the point that he can actually pick in that first 10
Oh no,
picks.
unless they trade up.
Thank you.
They've traded up a few
Thank you.
times, in the
Traded
second
up.
round or whatever.
Yeah.
And
And
they needed a lineman or
thank you.
or
And
a
you sold up the
D-tackle or
defense.
something. Yeah. So
Devin Bush, when you went and got the linebacker, stuff like that. And I got you. You sold up that because that's the Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. You got to build that defense. You got to build a D line. You got to build an offensive line, stuff like that.
on that defense, it's traditional.
Thank you. And the defense sold up. You got the defense sold up for the future. That's
remember
a defense.
remember your old boy Dick LeBeau? Dick LeBeau had them boy when Troy Polamalu was flying around in that back there, boy. Dick LeBeau.
The damn line of scrimmage and shit, just knocking people's head off.
And them Steelers, boy, them Steelers.
And that's it. That's that steel curtain, man. And but back in those days, you had a running back game. You had a running game too. You had that running game. You had a running games out there toting that rock and stuff like that could slow that game down and all that. Ben Roethlisberger ain't have to throw the ball 50 times a game.
Remember
You know,
Fast Willie Parker?
come on, man. Couldn't do nothing with it.
Clinton, North Carolina. Fast
Come on,
Willie Parker.
come on. What was the receiver out there that toe touched that damn catch with
Oh,
the Arizona
Antonio
Cardinals?
Holmes.
Santonio Holmes. Come on, man. He's
Antonio
straight out of
Holmes. Him and
down here at
Hines
the bottom.
Ward.
That's
And
it.
Hines Ward. Well, Hines
So,
Ward and Santonio, they was like Starworth and Swan.
mm-hmm.
You
They
know.
just rebuild it. Just
Yeah.
like you said, they just rebuild a brand for how they used to doing it. And that's what they do. And now Pittsburgh is faced. You just got when it like we talked about last episode. You just went and got Dwayne Haskins. You checking him out. He got the playbook right now. He's dealing with the offensive coordinator right now. So now you're able to kind of rebuild and stuff like that and go around it. So that's where you at. But just like I said, if it's any team that can dethrone the Chiefs in the AFC or make it hard for them to keep going back and back and back to Super Bowl, it's going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers
With a running game.
or the Ravens.
With
Or the
a
Ravens.
running game. And whoever do it got to have a running game.
Thank you. See,
Again,
but that's
that
the
running
opposite.
game will have to be improved upon
Thank you.
in order to beat the Chiefs.
See,
You can't run up in there without no. And that's one of the things I looked at this weekend with Fournette. Fournette carried the ball pretty well this weekend. You know, he dropped a couple passes.
Yeah, he did early too. That shit
Yeah,
looked real
yeah,
bad.
jitters. It's dude, you're in the
Yeah.
AFC Championship game.
He
Come on,
was.
now he ain't never been that far.
He
You
was.
know, he got to the first
Nah.
round.
Jacksonville Jaguars, baby. He did it his rookie year when they almost won. When they almost beat the
They went to
Patriots.
the AFC Championship game.
AFC title game that year. Yes, they did.
I
Sergeant
thought they
Major.
was out
Yes,
the
sir.
first round.
They went to
Who
the
they played?
title.
Tennessee.
They played the Patriots in the AFC title
Oh,
game.
you remember that game?
That was the year
I don't
that
even remember
the
that game.
Patriots. You remember that was the year that the Patriots lost to Philly. That was the year when Philly came
okay.
out to the Meek
Yeah, that
Mill
was a
song
weird
and all
season,
that.
man. That season was weird.
That was a weird season. I
Yeah,
know.
that was a weird season, man.
Because you remember Philly played in the NFC title game. They played like Minnesota.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
You remember because Minnesota slipped through Saints, beat the Saints on that bullshit play? Yeah.
Diggs play.
Yeah, the Diggs play.
Oh, I did play.
Yeah, when the safety, the safety ain't get the ball, he had the pick and then he ain't get it. He jumped funny and then Stephon Diggs caught that shit and just ran a touchdown.
Toe out on their butt. Yeah, he tore out on them.
Took him to the NFC title game and then Philly wiped the floor with
Beat
him.
'em
Game
up.
was over in the first quarter.
Yeah, now I remember that season now.
Yeah, that was a weird season. You remember? Yeah. And they won the Super Bowl. But yeah, so that goes back, his rookie season. But just like you said, the jitters, because he knew he had to, you know what I'm saying? They coming out there to do
The
something.
big things from me, and he don't like contact no way. That joke's soft, man. He don't like contact. He don't, man. He don't like contact. I mean, a lot of guys don't like contact.
Bama dude, man. You listen, you a Bama dude, so you be listen. I've listened to you.
And I saw that joker standing on the sideline against whatever
Florida.
on the 1 yard line, and you don't want that rock.
Sorry, man.
You let Darius guys get toe out the frame.
Sorry.
1 yard plunge. Come on,
Sorry.
man.
LSU ran that man into the ground. LSU, think about
He run that ground against Bama.
Sorry, man.
He had like 36 yards in 5 games against them or something like that.
Because that young man was the only thing LSU tried to put out there. And this is a terrible thing about Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette came out of high school a grown ass man.
Yeah, he was.
He goes to the LSU. He goes to Louisiana State University because he's from New Orleans. He goes to Louisiana State first of all. Starts as a true freshman balling. Who the hell is this kid? Balling. He was everything they say he was. Even look back at the receiving core, LSU had a receiving core even then, but they never had a damn quarterback. So what they did was they just rolled out the red carpet to just give Leonard Fournette the ball 30 times a game, pass him the ball and everything. When you got cats like, I want to say you had, you know what I'm saying? You had them boys from Cleveland on that team at receiver. Even then. when Leonard Fournette played.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Landry and
Yes.
Odell. Yeah,
Yes. You
Odell.
had both of them boys on the LSU team, future NFL starters.
Mm-hmm.
And instead, you gave the ball to Leonard Fournette 30 times a game that you forget that them boys is on the team with him. And then you go out and play a team like Alabama. You always went into that game undefeated. And then guess what you went out there and did? Your quarterback was, we can't even name the quarterback during that time. You don't even know the name of the quarterback. Like, I don't know who the hell we all don't know who the quarterback was.
Sure don't.
Because Alabama would come out and say, you ain't about to beat us by giving your running back 35 carries. We know he's a dog, but he it ain't happening. And they beat that man. Man, LSU beat that young man up, and I don't blame that young man. When he got to that damn senior year and doing all that sitting out, I don't blame him. I would have set out too. All that tread off his tires already gone. He got to get to that bag, man.
Yeah.
Because LSU ran him into the ground. They ran him into the ground.
Man.
They ran it. And you always, oh man, he's soft. I like Sarmage, man. That man a baller, man. He just LSU just fucked him over.
He's a good ball player.
Good ball
He
player.
is a good ball player. I'll give him that. I mean, he's earned he earned my respect this year.
Yeah.
He actually came through for us this year.
Exactly, man.
So
You're a ball.
I'll give him this year. I let him come on back next year.
Let him come back. Yeah, tell him to lose by. Yeah, we want him to lose by 10 pounds. Come on back,
He can be that big bruiser, man. Shoot, he can be like the A-Train used to be down there, boy. Big bruiser.
Listen,
He
better
run
get
that
your
thing
bag.
like big all-star, baby. The A-Train. Yes, sir.
You see All Star now, boy. You walk past All Star in the grocery store, boy. He look a lot different, boy.
I was in a place like what's the name of the little place where they do the Japanese arigato or whatever.
Oh yeah, like the Japanese steakhouse.
And
Yeah.
he was in there. He did a little birthday party, man. I guess it was his birthday or somebody, a little chick he brought to the place or whatever, man. We sat there, and you know how they sit, they group you in a little group. And he sat down with Mike Allstott, man.
Yeah.
And we ain't bother with him or nothing, and he ended up having him a little birthday celebration, sitting at the little, pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, big old.
And that's when he still ball. That's when he was still balling.
Yeah, he was playing then. Yeah, he was playing. We just happened to eat at the same place, man. They got grouped in a little seating with him.
Dang, you had little Cole with you? You had Cole with you then?
Cole wasn't born yet.
Oh, he was. Okay,
Cole
cool.
wasn't born yet.
Yeah. Damn, man, All Star was the man, man. I loved All Star back in them days. Him and Warwick Dunn in the backfield.
Him and Warwick Dunn, boy. That one.
Man, I love what. And
James
the only thing that hurt me,
James Wilder.
yeah, James Wilder that played at Florida State. Yeah.
No, James Wilder Senior played at Florida State.
No, his son did. I thought you were talking about the son.
No, the dad.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the dad was running back.
Oh, okay.
At Tampa, yeah. James
Okay.
Wilder, man, shoot, Ricky Bell. I remember back in the day, Ricky Bell, man. You go to Tampa games, man. They jokers have bells, and they ringing them. Ding, 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 ding. Ricky Bell run that thing, boy. Oh my goodness, man. The USC, the Trojans, boy.
What?
Oh man, I've been through a bunch with them guys, man.
Yeah. I remember you was telling me about the Doug Johnson. Like, tell him about the Doug Johnson when Doug Johnson played there. When they went to, I'm sorry, Doug Williams. I'm talking about damn Doug Johnson. That's from Florida. You remember Doug Johnson played ball at Florida? Hell no. Doug Williams. You remember when Doug Williams played ball with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers back in the days?
Oh yeah.
Tell the story about Doug Williams, man.
What's up?
What, taking him to the AFC title game? How he was the lowest? He didn't want to pay him his money and shit.
Man, Doug wasn't making nothing there. Y'all forgot what Doug was making. It was the lowest in the NFL out of all 32 quarterbacks. It was the lowest. And them cats go to play the Rams, the Los Angeles Rams. And Frank Corral, the field goal kicker, kicked 3 field goals. And Tampa lost 9-0. And they scored a field goal and a touchdown. They'd have been in the red. They'd have been in the Super Bowl. I can't remember who the Rams played that year. The Rams.
Was it the Redskins?
No. The Rams and Redskins same conference. I can't remember the Rams. Who did the Rams play that year? Man, yeah, look it up. Look it up.
Yeah.
It was Doug last year. It was 9-0. Right, the Rams. It was Pittsburgh. It was the Steelers. They
Oh
played the Steelers.
yeah.
They played
Yeah.
the Pittsburgh Steelers.
In the
Yep,
Super Bowl.
we'd have been playing the Steelers in the Super Bowl that year. Man, 9-0. Boy, I never forget Frank Corral kicking them field goals. Boy, 9-0.
Dang.
Man, if we could have just got in the end zone one time and kicked the field goal in 4 quarters, we would have been playing in the. I mean, that's when Tampa defense was, man. Richard Batman Wood, Leroy Selman,
Yeah.
them boys back there in that day. hmm They were bad,
Leroy,
man.
Leroy Selman, boy. Yeah, see, and that's what I remember you was telling me that story. And then I remember like, wow, like Doug Williams, what man, he was making that. That's crazy. And then he ended up going
Instead of going to Washington, left there and went to Washington.
Washington.
You know, the
Yep.
rest history, man. The rest history. Set that Super
Balled
Bowl record for them touchdowns. I get like
Yep.
5.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Threw for over 300 yards
All
and
kind of
balled out
yards.
on
Yeah,
him.
man. Just eating up real estate on that field that day.
Just lighting him up, man.
Man, Doug, boy. You know, Doug. I wanted to go to Grambling so bad, man. And that was Doug. It would have been my freshman year with Doug's senior year.
Ooh, you would have been catching that rock from Doug.
Man, Doug, boy. Oh God, man, you just don't know. I mean, and you know, back then, you know, with the Jet magazine, you used to know who was one in college football. You know, black college football in the Jet
Hmm.
magazine. You
Yeah.
read the Jet, and you could see it with the rankings. Man, Grambling
Yeah.
used to be always at the top, boy. Grambling State, you know, Eddie Robinson.
Yeah.
Hey, that dude, man. Hey, he
That's
had some
crazy.
teams down there, boy.
Yep.
He was part of the Eddie Robinson team.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
And that goes back to like that black college thing that we talk about when we do our black college
Mm-hmm.
showcase and
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff, to go into the history of black college football. And I think that a lot, me being 40 years old, just turned 40 in November. So most of these guys, Doug Williams and all them, they like my father age and stuff like that. So I just hear the stories of them. I don't remember them playing. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
by the
man.
time I was growing up, the years I'm a toddler running around, that was their years of like, in the league balling and they wrapping up their careers and stuff like that. So yeah, man. So just not being able to see, like when you tell the story of Walter Payton, playing against Bethune Cookman College, you know what I'm saying? They
Brandon
playing
Walker, Sweetback
come on,
Walker.
yeah.
Man, and
Yeah, and
Peyton
they
go
playing at
fast.
what the NASCAR stadium, you know what I'm saying? Lighting that shit up, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah. So just stuff like that, man. We never got to see that. You hear the stories, you knew that, Walter Payton, you knew that Shannon Sharp and all these cats came out of those black colleges, but we never got to see it, you know what I'm saying? Because
When we do the HBCU, and we gonna have a guest on that's go help us out a little bit, and he go tell a little bit about HBCU football. He been into it deep.
definitely,
Uh, pretty in depth conversation we gonna have when we get together and do that HBCU special.
definitely,
So
definitely, man.
we'll definitely make sure that
Yep,
we get that done.
yep, yep. It's gonna be
Yeah,
crazy,
man.
man. It's gonna
Well,
be
look,
good
man,
stuff.
look like we done covered everything.
Yeah, man, we
I
got
mean,
it, man.
we'll come back probably in another week, I guess.
Yep.
And I mean we'll be back before then, but we'll try to do something right before the Super Bowl.
Hmm.
As things progress throughout the weeks. Once they do their media days and press conferences, you're gonna get players
Exactly.
who come back and it's gonna change the outlook on this and oh they lost the kicker. No, they gained this and that. He's like so we'll have a little bit more as things start progressing
Yep.
on what we need to do, man. And I want to do the HBCU special, man. I want to do
Yep.
the HBCU segment bad, because I really want to talk about HBCU athletics, HBCU football.
Yep.
I think if we can put that out, man, and get it done, and give some people some the idea of what it's supposed to look like, what the finished product is supposed to look like. Because your boy Dion down there, he's working on some things that it's changing. The climate's changing every day.
Yeah.
Every day it's changing. Different things are happening, and people gonna start falling in line. They gonna start seeing, what the change is all about.
Yep.
Somehow
Yep.
they will. They'll see it. They'll see it.
Yep.
I can't wait for that season to start.
Oh man, say we're a
I,
month away from.
Jack, man, I want to go down. I mean, well, yeah, they open up down your way though, right?
Yeah, they open up for the fall. Yeah, they open up down here. They play Fam in the
Yeah,
here in
yeah,
Miami Gardens. Yep.
yeah. Okay.
What, September 5th or whatever. That's the
Oh
first game.
boy.
Yeah. It's a Sunday
Oh,
too.
on a Sunday.
Sunday on a Sunday.
Wow.
Yep. I want to say that game is on a Sunday.
Wow.
That game right there. Let me see, Jackson. Yep. That game is on a Sunday. Yep. For their schedule, they open up right. Yep. Football schedule. Here we go. They open up Miami Gardens. Yep, September 5th. Yeah, and that game, I want to say that game is on a Sunday.
Yeah, that should be a pretty good game.
Yep, and it's gonna be like a 1 o'clock game or something like that. So yeah,
That'll be almost gonna be like some NFL action.
yep, they're gonna get it, and I think that's the whole point. You know what I'm saying? To do it like that, let everybody, play their games and all that good stuff. They had a game and all that stuff, and that be the main event on that Sunday.
Yeah.
Yep,
Everybody
yeah, man, that's a Sunday game.
Everybody gonna be tuned in.
Yep, and they might
Tuned in, boy.
Yeah. They might turn that game into, that game might get so big that it might turn into a primetime game. By that time, you should have stadiums back, hopefully, prayerfully, fingers crossed, you got time to get vaccinations and all that stuff by then. And, so yeah. So they try to have everything back, especially all these businesses and all that, how everything flourished during that time with the hotels and everything. So yeah, everybody want it back now. So yeah, man. So that's going to be big.
Man, well, look, we covered a bunch, so we'll get back at it. We'll get back at it, man. Keep making your notes and doing your thing, and we'll get better at this thing, I'm sure. And I think we're doing a pretty good job of it, man. Just sitting here and doing what we do.
Yep, that's it, man.
I enjoy it, man. I enjoy sitting here and going over things and talking about something. I gotta see how my man Stacey like the conspiracy theory. See what he think about it. I mean, see.
Hey, I could dig it, man.
I'm trying to think, man. I was like, dang, I was saying today, I was like, man, what would Deshaun Watson look like in a Green Bay Packer uniform?
Ooh.
But see, Deshaun already told him he wanted to go to New York or Miami. I read that today. So I don't know how accurate that is. His two landing spots where he wants to go is New York. See, you know what, though? But I'm thinking like this. I'll say that for another time.
Yeah.
I'll say that for another time because
Deshaun
up to something. Deshaun up to something, bro. He up to something big.
Yeah,
he up to something big. I'm telling you, and I don't think that he go end up in the AFC. He gonna end up in the NFC.
Okay.
Mahomes versus Lamar, it can't go. Both of them can't go. They eliminate one of them. You talk about two superstar quarterbacks, two MVP quarterbacks that eliminate each other. Can't go. Just like yesterday with Brady and him, with Brady, Breeze, and Rodgers. They can't go.
Yeah, you right.
So it's the old Peyton Manning, Eli Manning thing. Well, all right.
Yeah, go to the
keep them
side.
in separate sides so you can see them boys against each other. It's gonna be better for the league, for what's your boy name? Man, I lost the dude name. Man, Houston.
Deshaun.
Deshaun. Yeah, I said.
Yeah.
Deshaun. He ain't going. He going to. Where is that? San Francisco. You see what I'm saying?
Atlanta.
Someone of them. I don't think he gonna end up in the AFC because of Mahomes. You got him, Mahomes, and damn Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, you fighting. Yeah,
Kyler needs somebody.
Yeah,
you right. Need some marquee matchups with these young quarterbacks. That's the West. They're the same division in the West. Him and Kyler.
You know, and another spot that they need to start looking to also is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Think about the Tampa Bay
Oh yeah,
Buccaneers.
yeah, yeah. Dude got another year, don't he? Got one
I
more year
mean,
left, don't he?
Tom Brady win this ring
But
right
see,
here, run it
but,
back.
but you can't bring him in there with Tom. Though.
No, no, no. I'm saying don't bring him in, but I can guarantee you, some of them quarterbacks out there, some of them young boys looking like shit. When Tom Brady done at Tampa, boy, I can slide up in there. I'm gonna stay my ass right where I'm at, and I could just slide up in there about another year. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you that because that team right there, boy, that's gonna be some fertile ground right there, boy. When he step out of there,
Somebody
boy.
go want it. Somebody go definitely want
Hell
it.
yeah, with that defense, all them young boys that ain't got to be signed for at least another 2 years after that, 1 year.
We'll see.
Yep.
We'll see. All right, man. Well, I'm
All right, man.
ready to do this thing, and we'll catch you on the other side.
Yep, definitely. Definitely. All right, brother. Yep.